La sala de clase. Let's continue reviewing the items that customarily are inside of a classroom. El pupitre, that would be a student desk. El libro, book. La hoja de papel, a sheet of paper. El cuaderno, a book. El lápiz, pencil. El bolígrafo, pen. La carpeta, folder or binder, as the same word is used for both of them in Spanish. Parts of the body. The reason why the chapter covers parts of the body in this particular part of the year is because of functional language. They want you to know how to communicate with your teacher in a few Spanish-speaking phrases. And so if you are hurting somewhere, you're going to have to know parts of the body. Like if you say, I have a headache, so you should say, me duele la cabeza. Okay? La cabeza, the head. La boca, mouth. La mano, hand. El estómago, stomach. El ojo, eye. La nariz, nose. El brazo, arm. El dedo, finger. La pierna, leg. El pie, foot. It is worth mentioning that for fingers in Spanish, there's only one word, as opposed to in English, you have your fingers of your hand, and the ones of your feet, you would call them toes. In Spanish is fingers of the hands and fingers of the feet. So it's quite different. So that's why. Los dedos de la mano y los dedos del pie. Okay? So there's one word as opposed to English. Take time to practice on your core workbook from pages 5 to 8. And please do know that you are responsible for memorizing the articles that go before the words, like in la mano, la pierna, el brazo. But if you do want to follow a rule for those, you can have this generalized rule that if the word ends on an A, it would be la, and the word ends of an O, then it would be el. That's really what you can do as of now. All the exceptions that you would have to memorize will come when you start memorizing your vocabulary with the article attached to it. But for now, that's a good general rule. You may begin on your classwork. Please pause and complete the classwork so that you can have practice for your test. Now that you have finished the work, I would like to go over your test so that you are fully prepared to take your first big test in Spanish. So the test outline is usually something that I give to kind of give you a heads up of what is the focus of the test. And so for this particular test, there is listening comprehension, and although you haven't heard a whole lot of conversations in Spanish, I have been speaking to you in the classroom saying phrases. So I will be saying a couple of phrases at the beginning of the test to help you pick out the sentence that I'm saying. And it would be things like ¿Cuál es tu cumpleaños? Or es el invierno? So things that I have said in the PowerPoints. That's what's on the listening comprehension. You should know your days of the week and the article that goes with it and the exceptions when you make it plural. You should know all the months of the year, including how to spell the months of the year and what they actually mean. Which season do they belong to? For the greetings, I will go over all the different sample greetings that we practiced for the quiz last time. There were 3 particular slides, and there was up to 5 if you really wanted extended review. The numbers. You should know the numbers, not just the digit, but how they're spelled and how you can make different numbers with them. You should know your seasons and the weather that those seasons are related to. For example, it is windy in the fall. Hace viento en el otoño. So you not only have to know the seasons, but you also have to know what kind of weather each one of those would be customarily referred to. And then you need to know about the classroom items. So how do I study for my quiz? Okay, the best way to study is to go over your vocabulary sheet, redo your Learn on Quizlet, or do some tests on Quizlet, or practice any other section that you redo on Quizlet. It's not going to erase anything, it just adds on to it. It's there for you so you can study. I would go over the PowerPoints, and I would listen to the screencasts from reviewing the classes. If you missed a class because of technology issues, you can look at them. And if you want to double check and make sure you got all the information correct, you can also check on them. I will be available on Wednesday from 1 to 1:30 on Teams if you'd like to ask me any questions for the test. So I will be glad to talk to you at that time. All right. Buena suerte.